Right, welcome to this unboxing video for the channel. I haven't done one for a while, but I've made an order here with the Outpost. Link for them in the video description below, but they do discount 40k. And I've got a variety of new models that have arrived. So the factions on the channel, working my way through the factions, revamping lists, obviously adjusting for new points values, the rules, codexes and so on. I've been enjoying the process. For sure. Some factions are finished and done, like the Orcs for example. Very happy with how they are at the moment. Other factions I'm currently working on at the moment. There's others that I've got plans for in the future as well. So you'll see a variety of units here that I've got for a variety of the factions on the channel. So order from the Outpost is the first time I've ordered from them, but the stock levels were great. They had what I needed in stock. And the items, the whole order was dispatched nice and quickly, arrived in excellent time, so very, very happy indeed. The Outposts do discount 40k, about 20% off usually for them. Age of Sigmar, other gaming systems, terrain, accessories, paints, all sorts of stuff available from them. They also have trade-in, so you can trade in your older models, and they also have second-hand models available from them as well. So plenty of options available with the Outpost. They ship across the UK and across much of the European Union as well, and if your order's large enough you can tap into free postage as well, so it's a great way of just keeping the cost of the hobby down. Just put a poll out on the channel, on the community, and it's great to see people respond. They're usually getting over 1,000 responses as people cast their votes, but number one negative at the moment by going by the votes is the cost of the hobby, and so anything that you can do to keep that cost down is a great thing for sure. So one of those things is discount 40k. So you can use that link for the Outpost. Just click on that link below. So here we go. So complete the plaque, earn 1,000 extra out points. Yes, they also do a reward scheme as well. So the more times you place orders, you pick up points, then you can redeem the points and so on. There's an opportunity there to enter into that to pick up extra points on top of that as well. They also do, I hope to do some reviews of these, but they have their own spray paint range, Colour Forge, here in all of these tones. Interesting, there's some nice colours in there: Renegade Green, Governor Green, Drake's Scale Green, nice colour for Drakari actually. You've got metallics as well: Gauntlet Gold, Steel Forge Silver, matte white, matte black, standard grey. So nice. Yeah, okay, so those are available from them as well. 400ml cans, 25% more than regular spray cans as well, so a generous sized spray can on top of that. First unit then is an army that I'm revamping at the moment, so it's the Eldar, or the Aeldari. It's a Aeldari Skyrunner. So the recent games, I'm playing a few smaller scale games, 1,000 point game, 1,500 point game, just starting to get to grips with the Eldar again. There's new units on the way, new units that I have that are ready to build and paint, but I was missing the Skyrunner here. Some people have been saying, why haven't you been running Psykers in your Eldar list in recent battles? Been waiting on this guy to arrive. Previously it would have been Eldrad, but I've switched away from Wolfway over to a different craft world, Bjeltan, so he's a bit redundant, and wanting a Psyker that's got a nice bit of mobility around the table. So Aeldari Skyrunner, fantastic unit, nice and mobile. Load him up with a nice lot of psychic powers, and I think he'll be one of the key units for this Eldar list. So it's good news for the Eldar. The other units that I need to actually have. And even I think before all my new units are painted up, I'm just going to launch out for some 2k battles with the Eldar for sure. It's great just get them into games, learning battlefield experience and seeing what new units and so on. Things need to be changed and adapted. So exciting stuff, but I could get him painted up. That's my main HQ choice done for my new Eldar force. And it's exciting times for the Eldar because there's loads of new models, brand new codex. It's a great time of refreshment for them. And so I'm trying to make a point of painting up the new stuff and enjoying that whole process over sort of a longer period of time. So running a list, dropping older units out and then bringing new stuff in, and just enjoying the whole release schedule for that. There's no doubt new stuff on the way, and the current new models that have been released are fantastic, so very exciting stuff with the Eldar. I guess he needs a name, maybe be inspired as the battles rage, but he is in the list. Next is, oh yes, it's these boys here. So I've talked about getting more of these. It's the Locust Heavy Destroyers for the Necrons. It would be that configuration there with the anti-tank weapon for those. I'm running 2. They've always suffered in games. They've been picked on because they are nasty and dangerous enough. So the new list that's been proposed for them, which you'll see in the army development video over on YouTube channel membership, and the same for the Eldar as well. There's a list that's been proposed in an army development video for them as well. But for these 2 units of 3, I think I'm going to go for. Just tuck them away and then bring them out when ready and take out key targets. Real sort of sniper type weapons with these things. 3d3 damage they do if the shot gets through. Yep. There's one. Here's the second one. And then I've been doing a bit of bartering with Mike. So I've swapped out some spare models that I have, and then he had some of these spare as well. So that's 2 plus my 2. Mike's supply moved 2 more, so that gives me my 6. They are straightforward to paint, so I hope to get them built and painted for the Necrons soon. Necrons have done well on the channel. They're channel champions at the moment, so I'd like to keep them going. And as far as keeping them going is concerned, I'm going to try a new unit here. I was very sceptical of these when they first came out. I wasn't too keen on them, but when I see them in the flesh, actually on the table, they do look fantastic. So it's Ophidian Destroyers. They're crazy models. The whole concept of them, I like these strange prickly butterfly things, but they also give you a themed plasma sight to go with them, which is very cool. I was thinking about getting these, wondering I'm going to need to get a spare plasma sight from somewhere, but you actually get it inside the box, which is very, very useful. But just they're way beyond head and shoulders. They're twice the height of Space Marines, the way they just float around like that. The rules are pretty good. Tons of attacks. They're sort of medium infantry type killers. So I'd like to run them in my Necron list to see how well they get on. I would like to run, again with the new list that's been proposed, a squad of 6. And again, I've been bartering and trading with Mike, and I got another box of those. I do have the full set of 6 of those now. So, exciting stuff for the Necrons. New units being added in, just keeping them fresh. It's probably the main army that's been revamped so extensively on the channel. You know, much of the army now is all the brand new models and stuff. So it's a major revamp's been done with the Necrons, and still injecting more new stuff in with them as well. So now, really, it's 1 box left. Yeah. It's quite a big box, really. It's just a full squad of Space Marine or primary Space Marine intercessors here. So I'm a big fan of this box here. The poses on them and the options is fantastic. They really, really are good. Now these are to be painted up by Siege Studios for my Imperial Fists Primaris. So what he has is a full squad of 10. None of them, and Siege did like a fantastic job. Those look really, really good. And so again, the list that's been proposed for these is over on YouTube channel membership. It's a very, very strongly themed list for the Imperial Fists. So there's a strong element of fun to it. Very strong on theme, and part of it is these larger blocks of intercessors here, just faith in the bolter, sort of keeping up the tradition of that for the Imperial Fist. There's 1 full squad of 10 that does seem to operate well as a full squad of 10. And I want to bolster that up now as we push on from 1,000 points. That's why I've been doing a number of smaller games on the channel, getting the Imperial Fist in action. But I want to push on now and head on towards 1,500 points. So this block of these will help. So, I mean, like a squad of 10 of them, that's 200 points straight away. It's a nice block of the army done. But I'm going to build these up. With Siege Studios, you've got different options with them. So one option is that Siege Studios will source the models for you. So they get the models, they'll build the models for you, paint them, and then just send them to you. So you just fill out your sheet and say what you want. They'll source the models, build them, and then post them on. Or if you're looking to save a bit, you can buy the models yourself, build the models yourself, and then post them out to Siege Studios, and they'll paint them from there. And that's what I'm going to do with these. So I'm going to build these up, do my own poses and how I want them done, choose the options and so on, pack them up and then post them off to Siege. and they can paint them up here, along with a few other units as well. So there's it's the next block of 1,000 points. I'm going to do 500 points here, so there's 200 points. A couple other units that I've got as well. I want to post off like a 500 point block to Siege Studios and get those painted up. Because if we get beyond 1,000 points and start hitting the 1,500 point games, then the army really starts to fill out. I can play on the full size table and so on. Exciting times. Primaris, Fists, it's pro painted by Siege Studios, brilliant job. So very much looking forward to seeing those in action on the larger scale. If you want to check out the previous games, to see the Fists in action at 1,000 points, then there's some battle reports of those live on the channel and on membership as well. So that is pretty much it here. So big box of intercessors, destroyers for the Necrons, Ophidian destroyers as well, and the Aeldari Skyrunner. I've really thought carefully about what I need for my armies. I'm running multiple factions here, and it's difficult to not get bogged down like in one faction. It's so easily done. I want to keep all the factions moving and just keep them fresh. And so what I've been doing is revamping different lists, and then taking the opportunity when you do that revamp to introduce new stuff. Not too much, because you can get bogged down, but just to keep it fresh with current factions. And on top of that, there's new factions as well. Imperial Fists, Primaris, one of the newer armies on the channel. There's other new stuff that I'm getting through that I can't show you here. It's like the secret projects that are running on the channel. So there's new stuff coming through from them. Secret project that's currently running is now pushing beyond 1,000 points. We're heading on towards 1,500 points with that secret project as well. So that's currently running exclusively over on YouTube channel membership. So that is the new stuff that's come through. I'd like to get all of this stuff pushed out and onto the battlefield, revamping armies and getting them out there into some games as soon as possible. That's the kind of stuff you can keep a lookout for on the channel in the near future. Do check out the Outpost. You can use that link. It doesn't cost you anything to use that link, but it does give a little bit of help to the channel when you do so. So you can check them out for discount 40k, and if your order's large enough, you'll tap into free postage. And even over in the European Union, that free postage includes all the duties being paid as well, so you can get your discount 40k and not have to pay any postage on top of that. It just helps to keep the cost of the hobby down. But that's the unboxing video. Hope to do more in the future. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.